Good morning, and welcome to my first YouTube live. Today, we're going to be doing a nature inspired yoga and dance flow that is inspired by water. So, we are predominantly made of water. We drink water to survive. Water is this essential element in our lives, and yet we don't often take time to reflect on just how important this is. So today, not only are we going to move like water, which is essentially incredibly strong yet soft and fluid, but also take that moment to express our gratitude for water that keeps us alive, that is essentially our life force and keeps us flowing. This class, I'll give it lots of different options. So if you need any modifications that I haven't given, let me know in the chat. I'll come and have a look at that frequently. And if not, just find your own version, because one thing about strength is that strength is often thought of as being, making the strongest physical choice, but sometimes the strongest choice for you might be to back down and to simplify, to modify. If you need to lie down in Shavasana and just take a rest, that's absolutely cool. So if you've got a mat, hop on that. If you've got a carpet, whatever, just find a comfortable space and we'll begin to invite some energy into our bodies. Great. So I like to just sit up on a block sometimes to begin class. The reason being that your hips can be that little bit higher than your knees and take that pressure off. To begin with, we're going to start to invite some breath into our life and into our body. So as we inhale, take the hands to the knees, press the chest forward, lift it up towards the sky as we exhale, contracting back. And just going through this flow. Inhale, it could be really small, especially if this is the start of your day. Inhaling to come forward. And exhaling back. Contract, a little bit of contraction in the abdominals. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. I'll let you take a few more rounds like this. Just being gentle with the body. And then coming back to neutral on your next inhale. And release on your next exhale. Great, continuing on with this fluid movement, we're now going to do circles with our rib cage. So imagine your rib cage is moving around on a plate. So we want to keep it pretty still in the horizontal realm. So we inhale, exhale, contract back. Taking a few rounds to one side, and then in a moment we'll reverse. If you find any nooks or crannies that are feeling really tight, you might pause for a breath or two, just breathe into that area of tightness, start to release it, and then continue on. So this is your journey. Allow it to be as fluid as you need to be. And then reversing the other way. One more breath this side. And then come back to neutral. Now, we're going to flick our wrists for a moment. We're going to flick all the way up as we inhale, flick all the way down, and really go for it, because we're trying to invite some more energy into our body. So just this lovely flicking motion, inhaling up. Really doesn't matter how ridiculous you look. Really inviting that energy into the body. As you inhale up, the exhale is out. A few breaths like this. Maybe allow the head to just get in on this a little bit, maybe the shoulders. One more. Inhale up. Exhale out. Really shake it out. And then release. Just place the palms upright and notice that energy surging through the body. Maybe you want to close or just gently close down the eyes for a moment or two. Just feel that life force flowing through the body. Great. Beautiful. We're going to move into the side body now. So placing your hand out to the side, you might want to remove the block for this one if it doesn't feel comfortable. So hand out to the side, inhale as you breathe over, and then exhale as you contract around. Inhale to the other side, and then push off with the hand. Exhale, come back to center. Straight away, you're going to rebound like a wave. Inhale over. Exhale around. Use the hand to push off. 2, inhale. Exhale. Good. So we're just going to repeat this a few times. So you use your inhale over. Exhale around. Use your inhale to lift you up. And then inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Use that breath of energy to flow you around. Maybe release the head. Allow it to be really soft. So as soon as we allow that head and neck to flow, you'll notice that a lot of the body starts to release its tension. So if it's feeling safe for the neck, just let it flow. A few more like this, just using the breath as feels good for you. And as I said before, if it feels right to pause and hold for a breath or two in one of those sticky points, do that. There's no right or wrong in this flow. Last one each way. Last one. And we'll meet back in center, palms facing up. And once again, just feeling that energy flow through our bodies. A few breaths. Maybe starting to feel grateful for the blood that's flowing through your body. It's predominantly water. It allows us to move, breathe, walk, skip, hop, jump, right. And when you're ready, coming onto your hands and knees, we'll take a few fluid cat and cows. So we'll inhale, take the chest forward, lift the tailbone high. Exhale, drop the tailbone, lift the back of the heart space up. A few more like this. Inhale, reach and press the chest forward. Exhale, lift the back of that heart space up to the sky. 4 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, contract. Let the breath lead you. 2 more. And then we'll meet back in a neutral spine. So we're going to bring a little bit more inner strength to the core here by adding a hand and leg. If this feels too much for you, you can just do the hand, or you can just do the leg, or you can continue with your cat and cow. Now, usually I would say try and keep your spine quite neutral, but today I'm inviting you, if it feels okay with the body, to inhale, allow that little bit of a bend, back bend into the spine, and then exhale, contract it in. Maybe you allow the arm to flow like water as you inhale and expand, exhale as the contraction. 3 or 4 more on this side. Expand. Really draw the spine in towards the navel so that you're supporting that back. We don't want to bring any pain or discomfort into the lower back. 2 more as you inhale, expand, exhale, contract. You can be as expressive as you like with this hand. Maybe play with the balance. And then slowly lower down. We're going to go straight into the other side. So use your inhale to expand. The exhale contracts you down. Inhaling to expand. Exhale to contract. A few more like this. Allow that hand to be fluid, but the core to be incredibly strong to protect the spine. 2 more. It doesn't matter if there's wobbles. That is life. We are not perfect. We're not aiming for perfection. We're just experiencing it. Last one. And down. Tuck the toes under and just stretch back. Allow the fingertips to come up and almost walk them away from you as you can. And press the weight into the heels. So you're stretching out the toes, stretching out the calves. lengthening out the spine and allowing that head to rest down. 3 deep breaths, breathing deeply into that lower back region. So the inhale into the lower back. Exhale out. 2 more like that. Then firmly plant the hands down. You want to have your pinky edge just touching the outside of the mat. Tuck your toes under, lift the hips up to the sky, and straight away, fluid downward facing dog, allowing yourself to just get any kinks out of the body. So for me, I've got really tight calf muscles, so I love to pedal out the feet. I also have very tight hips, so it's nice to put a little swirl in that. And after a little bit of movement, see if you can find some stillness for a few breaths. Bend the knees as much as you need to so you can lengthen the hips up towards the sky. Press the chest back towards the legs. Firmly press into all 5 fingers, including the thumbs. And allow those heels to be heavy. I'm going to breathe here for 3 full breaths. Release the head and neck. Soften as much as you can. And on your next inhale, take your right foot forward. You can use your hand to help support you. We're going to place that back knee onto the ground, and straight away we'll inhale the hands up towards the sky. Now, if you're feeling like this is too strong, bring it back so that your hip is directly above the knee, and you tuck and lengthen that tailbone down towards the ground. So I'm feeling a nice stretch up through the front of my hip. Otherwise, drop the hips down, but keep that sensation of the tailbone dropping down, the pubic bone lifting up. We're going to breathe the hands, inhale up. Exhale, take the chest forward, hands back. So inhale, lifting up like water. Exhale, reach and expand the heart forward. Now you'll notice that my legs are incredibly strong, but my upper body is nice and flowy. So really think of bringing the inner thighs towards each other. That'll provide a little security in the legs. But in the upper body, just allow it to flow. We're avoiding any strict straight lines with the arms today. We want to be like water, inhabit that water that we are. 1 more like this. And then on your next inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, plant the hands down, lift the feet back into down facing dog. 3 breaths to transition to the other side, either still or liquid, your choice. Okay, great. Take your other foot forward, whichever one you haven't done yet. Drop the back knee, square off the hips as much as you can, draw the front hip back, the back hip forward, and as you're ready, inhale the arms up. Exhale, we're going to bring that chest forward, reach the hands back, use your inhale, bring you up, squeeze those 2 legs towards each other so that you find stability in the lower back. Keep pressing that back hip forward so you get that stretch. And then allow the arms to flow. Allow them to just breathe, be expressive, however you want to do that. 1 more breath on this side. As you inhale up, exhale, plant the hands either side of the foot, press back to your down facing dog, and allow that to be as fluid as you need to. Okay, we're going to add on now. So we're going to take that right foot forward, but this time not drop the back knee. If you need to make this a bit gentler, bring that foot in quite close so when you come up, you've got lots of stability, okay? So here, or bringing the legs in. I'm going to do the same movement, but this time we're going to add a little bit to the side. So I'm taking my back arm down, so the front leg, same arm as that, out to the side, and then I'm coming round. I'm going over to the opposite side and coming up. A little bit like what we did on the floor. So we inhale over, exhale, curl around. Inhale to the other side, exhale back. Inhale over, round, exhale. It's a little bit of a wobbling, balancing experience in the legs, so if you feel like you need to, bring those legs in closer towards each other. So you inhale over, exhale, allow the head and neck to go. Inhale, and then exhale to bring you back up. Now I've got a bit of limited room today, so I'm as expressive as I'd like to be. Feel free to really throw this arm over as far as you like. It's going to challenge your balance, but that's why we're here. We're here to develop strength whilst we be fluid. One more each side. And then reach both hands up towards the sky. Exhale them down, press back, down facing dog. Fluid or still, 3 breaths. Release the head and neck. We don't need tension in there. Press that chest back and heavy the heels. Good. When you're ready, taking the other foot forward, support it if needed. Bring the back foot in for more stability. Back leg further out for a bit more of a challenge. Inhale the arms up. And you're going to go inhale over to the side. Exhale, contract, maybe take the head with it. Inhale to the other side. Exhale to come back up. Maybe throw that arm around. Inhale. Oh, I'm much more wobbly on this side. That's just because my left leg's not as strong. I've got a bit of sciatica on this side, so we have a little bit of issues sometimes. You'll probably find that as well. There's one side that feels a lot easier to do, and that's okay. The worst thing that happens is you lose your balance, you come back, you reset, you go again. Good, let's go a few more each side. Make this as expressive as you like. Keep squeezing those inner thighs towards each other. Press firmly through the back foot and the front foot. Last one each way. Round. Release the head. And the next time you find yourself on an inhale, bring the hands up towards the sky. Exhale them down. Press back, down facing dog, or take a rest. Bring the toes together, knees out wide, and drop yourself down into child's pose. A few breaths here. And as you're ready, let's tuck the toes under, lift up, walk the feet towards the hands, bend the knees as much as you need to inhale the chest forward, maybe fingertips on the ground, exhale down, 2 more like that, inhale, lengthen, elongate, exhale fluidly down, release the head and neck, last one, inhale up, exhale down, press into the feet firmly, inhale, vertebra by vertebra, reach the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, collect the hands at the heart space. And just breathe the hands down and holding here. Okay, I'm just going to fix up my camera. So as we go into this next sequence, you can see me a little bit better. Okay, great. So we're going to go into a standing posture, same idea, working with this inner strength whilst also allowing the upper body to be free. So we're moving into tree pose. First option is you can just have the foot touching the ground, heel to the ankle. Next option is to put the foot at the calf. Next option is to go right up into that inner thigh. And if you're going for either the calf or the inner thigh option, you need to press that heel and foot into the thigh at the same time the thigh wants to press in. That helps create this midline, creates help a little bit more stability. So hands to the heart space, whichever version. If you need to hold on to a wall as well, that's always an option. Just work within your ability and what you need today. Might be different to yesterday, probably going to be different to what you need tomorrow as well. Okay, I'm going to try this one. There's going to be a lot of wobbling, just warning you, that is okay. We're going to embrace that. Once again, not aiming for perfection here, aiming to build inner strength and fluidity, different things. So same idea, we're going to inhale the arms up, Exhale, bring that elbow, pop it into the crease, and then gently lay it down onto that foot while you bring this arm over, exhaling. Then you inhale, we're going to bring those hands up, and then exhale, same thing, cut into the side of your body as you reach away. And you want to think of this knee pressing away at the same time, so you're lengthening. That's going to help you find the balance. If you just think over to one side but don't think of reaching away with that knee, you're not going to get that oppositional pull that helps you find your center. Okay, so let's just try this at any point. Worst thing that happens is you put your foot down, you hold onto the wall. Okay, here we go. So we use our inhale to breathe the arms up. Exhale, contract over. Inhale, breathing up. Exhale, contract over. Inhale up and over. I'm already starting to wobble. I hope you are. I can already feel every single muscle in my foot working so hard to help stabilize. It's a really good way of creating strength in the arches of the feet. Whew. Last one. Doesn't matter if you wobble, doesn't matter if the feet go down. Inhale up. Just before we exhale, kick that foot forward and float it down. Pedal out the feet. So that supporting leg will have worked very hard. You can fix yourself up like me. You feel like you need it? Great. Moving on to the other side, you've got option 1, foot on the floor, heel to the ankle. Option 2, onto the calf, below the knee or above the knee, pressing the foot in, pressing the thigh back. Hands to the heart center, really think of stabilizing in the center. Inhale the arms up. Now as we exhale, elbow in, cut in, lay that hand down as you reach over. Then use your inhale to draw you back up. And then exhale, contract to the other side. Inhale, expand up. Whoop. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more, 1 each side. Ooh. See if you can start to tip yourself that little bit further. Challenge yourself. Keep the grace and fluidity of the upper body and the strength and integrity of the bottom. Doesn't matter if you drop it. Last one. Next time you use your inhale, breathe both hands up. Exhale, kick that foot to the front. Lower it down. Pedal out the feet. Good. One more standing posture today to really develop strength in this bottom and then the fluidity in the top. I'm going to take a warrior 2. Okay. You can decide how strong this is for you. We're going to have the front foot with toes facing forward, back foot, toes facing to the side. So we've got forward and side. Decide on your depth. You might want to go right down so that you're parallel to the floor. You might want to keep it almost like a standing posture today. Inhale the arms wide, expand them out. Same idea. Inhale, elbow to that crease. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, back to warrior 2. Exhale, elbow back. So we're inhaling, expand. Exhaling, contract. Inhale to expand. Exhaling back. A few more breaths like this. Inhale, expand. Keep it soft though. Exhale, reach. Inhale. And exhale. I'll leave you for 2 more breaths of your own. 2 more breath cycles, I should say. You can make that a little bit more creative. Start to get the upper body into the flow. Last one each side. Meet back in your warrior 2. Straighten that foot. Straight away we're going to face feet forward. Rotate to the other side. So now I have my front foot facing forward, my back foot facing sideways, and I bend into that front knee. Arms expand out. Elbow to crease. Inhaling and exhaling forward. Inhale for the expansion. Exhale is the contraction and reach. And allow yourself on this side, because you know the flow, to maybe start to express yourself a little bit more. How much movement and liquidity, I think that's a word, can you bring into the upper body? Keep the legs nice and strong by pressing firmly into both feet, and then allowing the upper body to just be soft. It needs an element of core. Obviously, you're keeping this quite tight. You're drawing in that abdomen towards the spine. But the arms, the hands, allow them to be free, one each side. Whew. Last one. Meet in your warrior two. Stretch the knees. And then heel toe them back. Just stand in Tadasana, hands facing forward. Relax the shoulders back and down. Press down through the feet. Lift up and lengthen through the crown of the head. Maybe gently close the eyes and just feel that energy surging through you. Feel the inner strength mixed with fluidity. You can feel that the muscles have been working, but also we've been flowing. The blood is circulating, the heart rate has risen. Just allow it to flow naturally through your body right now for the next 3 breaths. And then gently opening up the eyes, invite a little bit of movement into the hands and wrists. And however you like, maybe it's really flowy. I'm going to come down to the mat for the final few minutes. Okay, so if you have a pillow or something you'd like to sit on, this is often an option, or you can roll your mat up. Otherwise, just feeling the hip bones down on the ground. So a lot of the time we're very tight because of our inner thighs and our hips being incredibly tight. So I invite you to either come into Baddha Konasana, so soles of the feet together, knees out wide, or if you'd like Uttanasana Konasana, where you've got the legs out nice and wide, either or. 1 second. Okay. Apologies when you go live and you realize that your phone is not on silent. Okay, so option 1 here. Option 2 here. Either way, you want to choose an option where you can sit up as tall as possible. You want to avoid contracting back because that's just going to tighten up the hip flexors. You can feel it. So you want to roll forward. Sometimes bringing the feet further forward is easier, or lifting your hips, as I mentioned before. So I'm going to take the legs out wide because it feels good today. And without this being incredibly active, same idea. We're going to take that elbow into the crease, drop over. And then if you like, sometimes it's nice to take the hand behind the head and then think of opening the chest. That'll just help expand you into the side body. 2 breaths here, thinking of anchoring this hip down, but also breathing and expanding into that side body. Oh, elbow on the bottom can help to rotate you as well. And then release it. Gently walk slowly from one side all the way over to the other side. And then same thing, you can have elbow into the crease, hand over. You can have the hand down. You can have elbows, and opening up that chest as you anchor the hip down and breathe through the side body. You've got 3 breaths here. Big expansive breaths. And then very gently walking the hands along to the other side. Now, for the last few breaths, I invite you to flow. So inhale will be the open. Exhale will be the walk around. Inhale will be the open. Exhale will be around. You've got the feet together. You've got your inhale and your exhale. Inhale and exhale. Take your time. Nice expansive breaths. The head and neck goes with the body. Release it. Release the jaw, the tongue. Few breaths each side. Just getting rid of those kinks in the body where we hold tension. And coming up and then finding a comfortable seat for the last few moments here. Now, taking a mudra of your choice, so hands up is a nice receptive one. You can take a mudra of the first finger and the thumb, Jan mudra, or chin mudra by putting it down, which is a little bit more grounding. You might want to bring the hands to the heart center. You might want to take one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart, whatever feels right for you today if you have your own mantra. And for the next few breaths, just gently closing the eyes down and taking your awareness to the water within your body. It's flowing through your veins. It's enabling you to breathe. It provides energy, sustenance. So feel that energetic body around you. And maybe bring some gratitude, some thanks to that water that supports us. If any thoughts come up about things coming up after this class, worries, concerns, just come back to your breath. Take your awareness to the breath and the energy that you can feel flowing through your physical body. Last 2 breaths. And then gently opening up the eyes, bring the hands to the heart center. Thank you for practicing today. Thank yourself for practicing today, for coming and moving the body, flowing the energy and water within the body. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.